Hello, everybody, ladies, gentlemen, and other sexes, I guess.
I don't know.
We're in Zambia.
Oh, we're in
Not
Zambia,
good.
so yeah,
Do we have
just
other
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Shimi podcast.
Get arrested.
Right?
Get
It was just from
arrested
talking.
on that.
We were just from talking about almost getting arrested, but anyway, we won't. We won't. We retract our statements. It's just me. It's not the rest of the Shimi
It's not
podcast.
the Jimmy
But
podcast.
anyway, welcome, guys. Episode 2, right?
Episode 2 of season 2.
Yeah. Bet. So, you weren't around last time.
I wasn't.
You weren't around
I
last time.
wasn't.
And so we...
I wasn't.
The phone has a bad
Silent,
habit.
yeah.
Yes.
That we should
Very bad habit. Even last time it rang.
It rang last time.
Yeah, the rang
It
last
did
time.
rang last time.
Sloppy work.
Yeah.
Sloppy work.
But
Welcome to the Shimi
anyhow.
podcast. Quality is all we care about.
And he thought it was Zamkash.
Yeah, he thought it was Zamkash.
Mad. But anyway, guys, welcome back. This is our second episode. We're shooting from Etc. Studios in Parklands. In Parklands, we are opposite Parklands Secondary School. We do podcasts. We do audio podcasts. We do video podcasts.
Large format
We do
printing.
marketing. We do
Large
printing in large formats. And yeah, we're basically
Advertising.
about all that. Yeah, and advertising. And
Advertising. The screenwrite by Mukuomo. Hit us up. We got you.
Yeah, that big electronic screen which looks nice. That's the one. Yeah, that's theirs. But sure, let us just dive into it because we have wasted a whole chunk of time about nothing.
Yeah.
Do not ask us why.
Yeah.
What we're doing, but we're just doing nothing.
The thing is, if maybe one day we shoot an episode just like that, but
Well, we just shoot one more. We're just
Like
one
thing.
Just right thing.
just going on about nothing.
yeah.
That would be
We should
cool.
do that.
That would be
That
cool.
would
That would be
right.
cool. But we're not doing that today, though. Serious today. We are talking about tribalism
Tribalism. Tribalism.
and its effects on society.
Society.
So you don't have to. We're not just talking about it in a negative light. There's also a little positive about it
Is
because.
there?
Is
Is
there-
there? Is there?
Okay. I don't mean it. Okay.
Can we dissociate from toast?
Yeah.
No, I don't mean. I don't
in
mean
the-
there's
My
a.
baby brother.
So in the president is like, this guy is promoting. I was like, no.
No.
He
That's
is
him.
promoting tribalism.
Yeah.
So I don't mean tribalism in its negative plight is the way it's brought out. It's brought out to be like, oh yeah, it's a separation between this tribe is superior than the other. No, I mean in terms of it can be looked at in a positive way that these two tribes can coexist for a common goal.
Is that tribalism or
Is that
just
tribalism?
Isn't that like anti-tribalism?
that's just like two people getting together. What do you mean?
It's alone.
That's like intermarriages.
Yeah, no.
Intermarriages.
That's
Okay.
not tribalism.
That's not tribalism.
That's not- no.
tribalism.
but-
I think tribalism is clearly it's on the negative side 100.
So it's clearly on the negative side.
Yeah,
it cannot be
yeah,
looked at it.
yeah.
It cannot be looked at on a positive front.
I
Just-
don't think so. I don't.
The only way tribalism can be looked at in a positive light is if it's benefiting you.
like corruption.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe corruption. Maybe are you like into like political espionage?
No.
Is it benefiting you?
Toast isn't. Are you sure?
It's not benefiting me.
Are you
Given
sure?
Toast is an OP guy.
What?
You can find this whole time in the podcast. Zika Danko, like, can you implant someone in this podcast? Want to see what they're doing? 'cause,
Hey,
you
well, what
know,
they're saying.
what are they saying?
What are they saying?
Toast just out here like agree.
Agree.
I thought you
Trying to bait us.
Are you
Trying
saying-
to
are you
bait
saying
us.
I'm a sleeper
Just
agent?
like agree.
Possibility. You never know. I could be.
So what would be my trigger word?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, your activation code. Huh?
Yeah. But yeah, in
One of the slides we had.
Hey.
okay. We are basing all this off like recent events, where certain political figures came out in a negative light and tried to put things to like sort of like to favor their side because they thought it was right to say certain tribal remarks about a certain tribe, which isn't what the country stands for. So
Yeah.
I felt it was necessary that we needed to talk about it extensively from our perspective, and just also to let the people know that it doesn't really have to go down that drain. I feel the aspect of tribalism isn't just something that's been bestowed now. It's something that has been inbred in us. It's something
Okay.
that's been there since time immemorial, and it's only been shipped to the next generation, like in one way or the other, you know.
Yeah,
It's in the little things.
It-
Oh, this person is not this. Oh, don't do this with this person. It was in a set of things that we used to happen when we were young.
Stereotypes with the stereotypes.
Yeah.
Stereotypes.
And then we never knew it until you go to the stage we're at now, where you thought, but that wasn't cool. But why wasn't I allowed to play with that person?
I think.
Are your parents tribalist?
I mean, you're on the spot right now, but no.
I think the best way to put it is that it's sort of. I remember having this conversation, not really like this conversation, but in a similar light, with a friend of mine, Ben. So tribalism is you can put it in two ways. Like tribalism is mostly like a generational thing. We don't really. We're not really
we don't participate.
We don't really
per
participate
se.
per se, because first off, we are we're in a society that's more.
We mix.
We mix.
We travel to work.
Exactly.
You'll be from the Copper Belt, or you are Bemba from Luapula. You have to
Exactly.
go to work
in southern or whatever.
Southern province.
Exactly.
So we mix quite
Exactly,
a lot.
especially because the younger generation is more like
Yeah.
there's intermarriages, there's interdating, there's interrelationship.
Exactly.
But then there's also it's also because we haven't really experienced tribalism because we are in a metropolitan city.
That's true.
Exactly.
Out there, you don't speak the language. You don't greet the way they expect you
Exactly.
to greet, just like you're an outsider.
Yeah.
But we also participate in stereotype.
Yeah, we do.
We participate,
Definitely.
but we
Definitely.
mostly, I think we mostly make fun of it. But I know there are still people in our generation that are like,
Yeah,
they're quite tribal, and they really make hard demarcations. But you know,
There's like hard
when you
lines.
grow up, like Tongas are like what
Well, the stereotypes.
bad at colors.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
which
they
is-
have- Tongas have no sense of style or
yeah, which
color.
doesn't make sense.
Or
though.
like people from Chipata who name their kids anything.
anything, which is
You know, like it's stereotype. We
No, but
participate, we
they
make
do not
fun
help.
of
They,
each
they,
other.
they do not help themselves.
Bimba,
They-
They do.
Bimba,
They do not help.
Bimbas. What about Bimba?
It's
Bimbas?
LRT.
I can name them down. So we eat monkeys.
You eat monkeys.
Yeah.
We have no LR
It's
in
the
our
LR,
vocabulary.
Yeah.
We are thieves. We
Yeah.
are crooks.
Yeah.
We are thieves and crooks.
Well, thieves and crooks, yeah.
Bro,
Violent,
a bit violent,
aggressive.
Very territorial.
Yeah.
Members are violent and aggressive.
Maybe that's Copper Belt people.
Yeah, maybe. Because
Maybe that's
Maybe that's Copper people, but like they align, you know.
Yeah, I
People
mean-
aren't from the Copper Belt, but we are a lot of us here, right? And then what? Lozis are like stingy.
no, the
Yes,
Tongas,
that's-
apparently the Tongas and the Lozis kind of
Tongas
like
and Tongas
Yeah, but
and
more
Lozis are
more
stingy.
more inclined to
Lozis have
than-
big feet.
Yeah.
they do have big feet though.
Really?
But
Yeah.
then also, I think it's also a whole maybe genetic thing where maybe a lot of
Maybe-
people that had big feet just decided to be that side.
No, but that's all.
And it's okay.
Most
Like it could just be that
most
way.
Lozis are tall.
Yes.
Like I said,
Yes,
stereotype. There's a
So
lot.
that's how it was.
There's a lot of playful stereotypes that
Yeah.
go around, but I don't think these things in particular, especially in our specific age demographic, people in their late 20s, mid to late 20s, early 30s, are really participating in. But it gets real.
The older you get.
Sometimes, the older you get, or even when you want to marry, they'll
Yeah.
ask. You know what I mean?
Wakwisa.
They'll ask like, where are you coming
Very,
from?
very important question.
You know, they'll
What
ask
we
where
say.
you're coming from. But sometimes they just want to know so they know how to respect you. But sometimes they also just, you know, they're like, what are we going to expect? Because also, but granted, right? To know one's tribe, like I say, how do we respect you? How do we treat you? You know? Like I know someone who said, I'm Zambian. Not asking my tribe, I'm Zambian, right? But you know, we can't fade away these boundaries. you know?
Exactly.
'Cause
You're from a certain tribe.
Yeah, from a certain tribe.
Because
There-
culture
there's
should
a-
be maintained.
Culture should be maintained, right? So you can't say like, "Oh, me, I'm Zambian. Just treat me as a Zambian. Don't ask me my tribe." But that's important. We should highlight like your tribe and what you do and how you do things, especially when it comes to marriages and these bonds and everything. It's like, where do you come from? We want to know how to approach you. If there's a specific way that you want to be approached, right?
Oh, and
So-
brings me to the next point. I just wanted
No, I
to
wanted to ask a question,
reiterate.
Oh, ask a question.
So, We're talking about marriages, right?
Yeah.
So into marriages, toast. You bring your Bemba, right?
Yeah.
So the most tribal situations between Bembas and Tongas. Yeah. So you bring a Tonga lady home. What do they say?
Should I like say like the PG
Did-
word? Should I just like be honest about what I think
honest
I'd
about
say?
it.
I think I'd be cool with it.
You think they'll be cool with it?
I think now before they had a don't be that side, but now they're like, man, as long as you like her,
Yeah.
she's well cultured. It's cool.
I every time people talk about Tonga women, I just hear they make good wives.
They're
generally.
beautiful, man.
Yeah.
If
That's all I hear. That's all I hear about Tonga.
I-
Tonga women, I say, they make good wives and they're very protective and they're whatever. I don't know. I haven't really
as
heard it.
as a Bemba man, me personally,
Yeah.
at home, I can be wild. But the funny thing is that if I look at my track record, like the women I've been with, it's not
Just a line there.
It's like
It's like that's where the direction is going. Eh?
like,
I mean, yeah.
that's
yeah.
where home is.
Yeah, okay.
That's
That's where home is.
where home is.
But it would be. I remember being sat down a couple of years back, like maybe like a few years back, and then the big man was like, "We are getting older, so this marriage thing. If you want to marry, just marry Kumana and Kuma side now, Kuma my eastern side." Then I'm thinking to myself, I was like, So I asked him like, Manje, what if I like a lousy person or a Tonga person? Because at that point.
It was, she was,
So I'm like, then she was like, would have to like sit down and like actually have a proper conversation about it. And I asked my mother, like, man, I said him. First of like, what I said him, what would be the criteria for a wife for me? And then she'd be like, no, as long as she's a Bible believing woman, she's prayerful, even if she's Tonga. I wouldn't care very much.
Even if she's Tonga.
Even if she's Tonga. As long as she's a Bible believing woman and a woman of God, that's okay with me. The husband, on the other hand, and I'm like, bro, chill. Chill. It's not that deep, bro. And that made me realize that how like the generation, like that generation is very like segregative.
It is.
We're more open to
Do you
it.
think the president should be as strict as he is on these like tribal remarks on these like political figures?
I think because
There is a right answer.
And there's a wrong answer.
There is a right answer here, but let's hear you.
Okay, so because it does bring a lot of unrest to like the general public because they look at these political figures as people that are leading them. So if you are at the top and just saying, "Hey, me, I'll only align myself with my tribe because it will benefit us," I don't think it's the right thing to do because you are more or less taking a stand. You're taking a stand, and taking a stand in that environment, in a political environment, it's breeding conflict. It's breeding a lot of tension
And a lot of hatred.
And then the idea again brings me back to what I initially would have wanted to start this with, was that, in the words of our forefather, we are one Zambia, one nation. I am not being political. I am just saying the truth.
Okay.
We don't have to. It was never about borders at the time. And it should never be about these boundaries. Oh, this person's from this side, this person's from this side. It shouldn't be that way. And so if political figures are using those tribal remarks to move their pieces and everything, it's not right. And I feel for the sake of peace, he has every right to take a stand and say, hey man, this bullshit, nah.
So
shouldn't stand.
So the name of the game is play stupid games, win stupid
True.
prizes. So
That is true.
stand
is
out,
very
stand out, and say, "Hey, don't come into my city if you're so and so."
That's
People should knock at your door and ask you to step in the Kasalang.
exactly because
Yeah,
that's
just
a
like
wild. Those are wild statements.
Yeah, that's
Because
crazy, man.
I was
Because,
listening to that press conference and I'm like, people, what are you saying?
What does that even mean?
Like, do you know what you were saying? Because you're literally inciting people to like pick
Do you
up
remember
arms.
That guy? Do you remember that guy on Twitter who they arrested
Okay.
because he?
Oh yeah. Def.
He was arrested. He was detained for inciting something. I don't know the right term.
Okay, so
he was calling upon the people to stand up and whatever. And it's like you
You're literally inciting a coup.
Yes.
Yeah,
Something like that. No,
yeah,
because
yeah,
initially
yeah,
he was okay. Of course, you know
And
the
they
lighthearted.
found him, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
and no,
found him,
no, it wasn't really okay. In his words, he took it. It was in a light-hearted nature.
Yes, like
That's what he
stand
said.
up against Chan.
Chan. But
Yeah.
then it's what he said that was like, nah, fam, you be out here saying those things about the other tribe. It's not right. It is not right, and you shouldn't even be proud of saying such things. But these are same situations or problems that happen even in other countries. But I feel the most dangerous thing about this is what has happened to other countries where other tribes went
Look at
at each other.
Rwanda.
man. Look at Rwanda.
There's a whole movie
Look
for
at
that.
Rwanda, that was crazy. Look at South Africa, how like even just how the xenophobia happens there. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. So yeah, I don't agree. I think whatever penalties are being enforced, they are fine because you're a political figure. You deserve it.
You do deserve it
You
because
can't be out there.
you can't be inciting people to
inciting separation and stuff. you know?
Exactly.
It's not
So,
right.
yeah.
It's not right. It's not right.
So when them boys in brown, those boys in camouflage come knocking,
Yes,
you best comply.
hello.
You best comply.
yeah.
Hey, are you Mr. Shan?
Mm.
Let's go.
Wow,
Is it
those-
tribalism if they're not your tribe? I remember one time, right? My cousin was telling me a story, right? How he went to visit his friend and they were lozzies, right?
Mhm.
And then he went and they were having lunch, and then he was like, "Just wait." And then he went and he ate, and then he was eating lunch, and he came back, and then his friend was like, "Were you eating?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Yeah, I was having lunch." I was like, he didn't want to say like, "Why didn't you invite me?" But he's like, "Why didn't you just say? Why didn't you just say you're having lunch?" I don't know, man. So is that a tribal stereotype,
you seen that meme?
or was that particular family just stingy? They were losers. Were they just stingy?
I don't think it was a stingy thing. It
I
was
think.
more of
Okay,
like,
no.
I
Let's
said
no.
put a
Let's
word.
Okay. Anyway, I'm just
Yes,
saying this was
no,
like a
that-
thing
that-
from
that-
my
that- yeah, that was-
childhood.
yes, that
and
was-
then he made it. He was like, "They are losies, that's why." And I was like,
No.
"They've got no program, man."
Yeah, like what's that
know,
got to do
plan
with-
for you.
Like,
You
we
came out of
shared
nowhere.
We shared the relish, everything we're eating now, and then
Like if you're going to come here as an uninvited guest, and then
Yeah.
I sting you, and you be
Yeah.
like, oh, because like no man, like that's not how it rolls. Like what the hell? We didn't plan for you. We didn't plan for you, dog.
Like you weren't planned for.
Yeah, you don't plan. You didn't plan for you, so there's no way you're going to align stinginess to my tribe.
Yeah.
That doesn't roll. That doesn't roll well, and it shouldn't roll. It shouldn't roll well in no sense. So I feel this aspect should be straightened down. Anytime such remarks or problems are made in society, they should be straightened down. They should be made to stop because it does no good whatsoever. It does no good.
I almost said woman of good. A man of good.
Jesus Christ, man! Why?
I'm sorry, man. I'm
Just
sorry.
out here making gay remarks.
I'm
Jesus.
sorry. I've been hyping women a lot.
Why are you gay?
Right?
You
I mean, woman
this
of
is
God.
the best time. You are gay.
You are gay.
Why are you gay?
You are gay.
Why are you gay? my brother?
I'm not.
Ah, Bwana. Now you swing both ways.
I was asked that question last night. No. No.
Whoa!
Oh, it was a Snapchat.
No, but
thing.
you did. You are telling us about how Snapchat is weird.
Snapchat is such a weird app.
And
It's such a
some
weird.
girl, some girl asked my pal.
Randomly.
Randomly, because Snapchat is wild like that. Apparently,
That's
So
crazy.
Those of you on Snapchat, it's a bit wild. So she contacts him and she's like, "Hey," and he's like, "Hey," and then
You look like my pimp.
said, and immediately, with no breaks, no "How are you?" No, you look cute. Hey, I thought so
just straight
like,
to the
you
point.
look like my pimp, and I was like,
What?
interesting. So then, what did you say after that?
What did I say?
said you
I was
asked-
like, let me try and see where this is going. I was like, for real? Like, yeah. Then she was like, no, I was like, you need a new pimp?
Yeah. I'll take from here. Then he asked. I said, "Do you need a new pimp?" And she asked you, "How did you?"
Or she was like, no, I'm good. I was like, no, she was like, no, I'm good. And then she was like, we could put in a transfer request if you want. And she was like, nah. And then I was like, okay. Then she was like, send a full body picture. I'm
full body picture.
I was very, very direct.
Yeah,
Full
man.
body.
Yeah,
body
man.
picture.
And I'm like,
Sir,
I don't
full
even take
body
pictures like that.
So he
picture.
declines, and then she's like, "Boring, bye."
Oh no. She asked, "Are you gay?
Are you bi?
Are you straight?
bi?
Are you straight or are you bi?"
And he was like,
Oh,
"I'm
that was
straight."
super
And then she was-
straightforward.
and she
That
was
was
like,
super
boring.
It
straightforward.
was like
Boring.
boring. And then that's when she asked me for the full body pictures. Like I don't take full body pictures. Mostly I have like
Yeah.
selfies. And she was like, red flags, boring.
She
bye.
was
It's a
trying
lot,
to
like-
be
like-
your pimp. She was scouting you, man.
Like
She was
that engagement with like a Gen Z is something else, man. It is
I was like-
something else.
she
But
was
the hand
just
to
like,
go on.
Yeah.
I was like so blown.
Is
And
that something people are into?
I don't know, man. Not pimps.
Anyway, back
Like
into
role play.
back into the topic of tribalism. This is not the time for
For pimps.
topic of
This is serious business.
pimps and fluidity. This is not,
No,
this is not
no,
what we're
no,
talking
no,
about.
no,
Pimps
no,
and
no.
fluidity.
Damn, no.
Mm.
So from here we have this. We sort of like just dived into it straight. Touched a bit on like the effects on what the apparent aspect of tribalism does to a country like ours. Third world.
Third world.
Third world.
Mm.
Could be fifth even. I don't know.
No, I think we're like third. We're still third. Wait, how many? Still some
We
minutes?
have,
We have like
is
2
there-
minutes.
Is tribalism associated with
Third world countries.
poorer countries?
Than
Do
with
you think there's tribalism in
China?
you? I'm not there. I think so.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think so.
There-
But
there
like
is
in more
tribalism.
Western,
In more Western, I think do Western countries.
I
I think
know-
Western countries do. Some do have.
Hold up. We'll
Let's
continue after the break.
Ah, how many minutes?
Just like one.
Oh, okay.
can put that
So but what are we closing with?
you have to close.
We shall be back.
Yeah, we will be back in the next couple of seconds when you close your eyes.
We'll be back like Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, we'll be back.
How was this Schwarzenegger?
What was this Schwarzenegger though?
Where did we get Schwarzenegger
Hey, man, I do not know where that.
Back.
And
Yeah.
we are back.
So, if you say we're back, isn't it like instant for the viewers?
Tawera na kabiri.
Anyway,
It doesn't change. it
yeah.
because it just
So
says
so I was asking, tribalism is that here where we identify by our tribes, because I mean, of course, there are people who identify as tribes in the West. The West is, I guess, in America, it's a very mixed place. I guess you come from where you are, or what is your
Yeah.
color, your more ethnic features or something,
I mean, there's black, there's white, there's Asian, there's
Yeah,
Caucasian. There's
sure, right?
all those
Would you-
Sure,
would you call that
Maybe that's
tribalism?
how- Isn't that just
That's
ra-
that's racism.
Uh,
Racism is different.
Racism is,
It's different from
I
tribalism.
think it's the same, but like
just
Aligned with
it's
your
the
color?
same. Yeah,
just
it's
color.
just like, I guess it's on like you discriminate based upon your ethnic group as opposed to we discriminate upon
The
your
tribal
tribal group.
Okay.
How you identify, but you're or black or African and stuff like that.
So tribalism is an African problem.
tribalism is a tribe problem.
I don't think it's an African problem. It's a
No, no.
tribe problem. I
It
think
depends on how you.
it
It
depends on-
depends on how you identify where you come from and how you identify yourselves. Discrimination is discrimination. Right?
Yeah.
But I guess.
So is it like
I
a- is
guess
it like
we've
a
just
branch-
We've just described. We've just described different types of racism, like different types of murders, homicide, suicide, whatever other side,
Genocide.
genocide.
genocide. Yeah.
I guess, right? I guess, right? Yeah. So.
But I could. Maybe it doesn't classify as tribalism because in like the Western world because they don't really have like tribes. But
Okay.
all you know, the discrimination is
Okay, well,
almost the
okay, we're
same.
just basing this off America, right? As an example.
We're
because
giving-
if we're saying,
I-
if we're going to go, maybe
Most
let's
Americans don't really have roots
say- yeah.
or
That-
tribe. That's
that's
why
true.
tribalism they can't really like.
you can't
play
really
it.
relate to those.
But-
guys. Okay, let's say maybe a country like Britain.
Britain is
doesn't
very.
Have tribes? Would you describe people as tribes? They also just come from.
I
where
mean,
they
there's
come
there's
from.
no
There's
no
a lot
I
of
mean,
immigrants in the
no,
UK.
No, look at this. I don't think everybody in Britain is from the royal family.
Okay.
Of course.
So let's
Okay.
start
Yeah,
there.
well,
Let's start there.
Okay, so that's
So there's a royal family that has got its own Kama clan. Okay, let's not even maybe
that
let's
wouldn't
describe
classify
them.
as tribalism.
Hmm?
That's just elitism. That's elitism.
no, but like, is it like how do you describe
It's elitist. That's right.
like the
Yeah.
different like there's the royal family, then I'm sure there are other wealthy because that's how they I think that's how they started like all were the a long time ago that the wealthy owners of land
Yes.
who are like, I'm the baron of such and such a place. I don't know
Hear
if they're, I don't know
he,
if they're all
hear
just royal
he.
family people, but I know people came from certain villages and had certain customs specific to that, to them, but they were all just like white people, right?
Yeah.
But then they're like,
Yeah.
us, we come from northern, from I don't know,
Hemisphere.
from Liverpool. I don't know what they call it, but I don't know.
Northampton or
I guess
Duke
so.
of
Maybe when those people discriminate against each other,
Edinburgh.
does that count as that's also tribalism? Yes. Yes. Sure. No. Okay, let's say no. Look. Right. Let's say there's Mandems from Liverpool.
Mhm.
There's Mandems from
Manchester.
Manchester.
And
right?
they are
long time ago.
They're in the same
Long time
line,
ago,
but
before
yeah,
black
they're
people,
different.
before black people entered
Were
the
taken there.
equation,
came with the African
right? So
stuff.
now they're there and they're like, here's from Manchester, we vibe like this. Here from
Liverpool.
Liverpool, as we be like this, Then they meet, they're all white, but they're like, I don't know, man.
I don't like you.
I don't like you guys.
You speak different.
You sound just a little bit weird,
And they do, especially
And-
people from Liverpool and Manchester. Very
and you
very
beef,
different.
and it's like, where you from? Liverpool? And he's like, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, right. So that's tribal. That's tribalism. But does that happen on like in a scale where you can compare it to Africa, where it's like it's a problem? Here it's a problem. It's a real.
I think
it's a big problem.
I think you've just literally put it out to say people from Liverpool. Okay, they don't hate each other, but there's a divide.
Okay, sure. I
It
mean,
exists.
boundaries are always boundaries.
Yes, it
you know?
exists.
It's
Even
like here, it's like Copperbelt people and like Lusaka people. Sometimes there's
difference.
tension, but it's not a problem where it's like.
yeah, it's not a it's not
Hey,
a
the president's not coming out here like we need to address this beef, you guys.
like you guys just mneko
Kopala,
kulwa. Yeah.
LSK, let's come together. No one's really addressing that. It's just like
Can we
Like-
acknowledge that
like
there
the-
has been? Can we acknowledge that there has been a not penetrate. I don't use the word. Not
Pause.
pause. But
Why
yeah,
are you
there has been
hey,
the Copperbelt has infiltrated Lusaka.
penetrated,
I said infiltrated. I did not.
penetrated. We've penetrated.
Tangana.
That's why I said pause. But yeah, there has been like an
We thrust ourselves upon.
Laying that pipe.
But anyway, no.
The pipe
Can
of-
we-
Laid that pipe in
can
Lusaka.
we acknowledge that, like, Copperbelt
These
people
flowing waters.
have gone to Lusaka and have kind of more or less sort of like taken over that place?
I don't think so. Well, Lusaka is Lusaka.
Lusaka,
right?
man.
No,
Lusaka,
Lusaka.
Lusaka.
You gave a
Lusaka
good
is
word of
Lusaka, man.
it being very metropolitan. Like, man,
Yeah.
it's a mix of a whole host of people.
Yeah,
It's
man.
people from south, eastern,
Yeah.
la la la
But
la
they're
la la.
regulars, man. Just like there's so many people who are just like, where you from Lusaka? Where your parents from? Lusaka. Where are they from? Lusaka. We've just lived here in Lusaka. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Have
Yeah.
they ever been anywhere? Nope, never left Lusaka. I guess they're also there. But yes, the influence, I believe, more of the Copper Belt has entered Lusaka than the other way around.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
But-
But because I guess it's
Ma-
like Lusaka is a melting pot of like of different people, different cultures. But I guess the Copper Belt is it has its own authentic thing. Like it's made its own culture, the music, a lot of the artists. Like it's gone to Lusaka and it's like, hey, us was standing out. As opposed to maybe like let's say like Western Province. Here's sort of music, sort of people, sort of controversial things going on. Besides being very out there, very loud. Not loud in a bad way, but it'll grab your attention.
Def.
So yeah, but I wouldn't say
that we've
penetrated.
penetrated. Okay, yeah. Okay, no.
No, but no, I wouldn't say.
But yes, maybe we have.
I wouldn't say penetrated, but like more of
Just
like
to-
we. Jesus. Oh Lord! Oh God! Lord.
Just
I wouldn't say we penetrated.
that's what he said. Yeah.
Just a tip through, but like more like it's like we've made our presence known and visible. Like, okay, we are from Copperbelt, we can do this, we can we can set the music scene ablaze.
especially in the music
Because
scene.
the music business is where we can. This is one of the reasons why we're saying why we can say the Copperbelt has like penetrated Lusaka.
Even abroad, those dancing guys, those dance instructors, those
Like there's
what's the music there that you're like
the Uganda,
oh,
like
that's you
like
know, like it has its own
the Nakaba song. Probably Copperbelt
Yeah.
made noise in Uganda. It made
Oh,
noise
with
in
that particular
yeah,
song, right?
Nakaba.
Also, they like that song.
They like that song, and people are
Yeah.
doing like wild dances to that song in Uganda.
It has
And
its own sound, you know, like
it's
the
like
way,
so-
like the way, like West Africa has the way they speak a sound. East Africa, you know, Tanzania. What's this guy's name?
Diamond.
Diamond Platinum.
Yeah.
You know, like when they sing Congo, you hear
Yeah.
like there's a sound to it. Even Zambia, like yes, even like the Yo Maps and the everybody, but you know, there's that Copperbelt sound is very
Unique.
distinct. It's
There's a,
very
you know a
unique.
Coppola
It's
song
very-
when you hear
yeah,
it.
when you
And
hear it, it
espe-
starts playing, you're like,
and-
And especially and Coppola music has like a period. There's like the 05 to 2010, then the 2010 to 2015. Then there's like the 15 to now where it is, because it's been very loud and very strong. So Copperbelt has its own thing.
yeah.
But I also don't want to maybe just put you off, but also let's maybe say in the aspect of maybe,
You make
let's say in the aspect of maybe even business investment, business and investment. Do you think Copperbelt is predominantly a mining province?
100%.
So
100%.
us taking, for lack of better words, taking our money there, because you know, so
Yeah.
us taking investment there. This may be true, this may not be true, but I feel a lot of bar owners, even just big the clubs, bar owners and what, are not just Lusaka people. It's us from here going to invest that side.
It happens a lot. People in the Copperbelt, you know, you make some money and you're like, where can I take this money? You know, Kitwe is weird.
the
Slow
I-
market.
And you're like,
I'll-
slow,
I'll-
and you're like,
I'll-
I'll go to Lusaka and I'll build some flats and I'll make a bar and I'll make a club and I'll do this.
the biggest factor to that is population.
Yeah, you
That's-
can,
that's-
you
that's
can
the
probably
biggest
make,
part.
because
That-
imagine you have the money, right? You have the money to build
Mike.
like you have the money to build flats and everything, right? You will be like, where can I charge more? Where can I make the most money out of it? You know, and you're like, I'll go to Lusaka and I'll buy a plot and I'll put a flat or a hotel or a lodge or whatever. Maybe that's just like just makes economic sense for people.
I guess so.
But like, I feel like there's a lot. I'm getting where you're coming from. I feel like more people in the Copperbelt can invest in the Copperbelt. I'm sure they're there and they're doing it. You know, I think maybe we just want people to do more exciting things here sometimes.
I guess so.
It's just like, oh, you've gone to look at to have fun. Come to the Copperbelt and have fun. You know, but I get what you're coming from. But anyway, we're jumping in now. We're jumping into nepotism.
Yeah.
Which is tribalism's small younger cousin.
So from the Oxford Dictionary, it says nepotism is the practice among those with power or influence of having relatives, friends, or associates, especially by giving them jobs.
I subscribe to nepotism time.
So
a connection time.
I think I wrongly said, I wrongly used the there's a good part to tribalism. I meant to segue to say, apart from the tribalism we're going to talk about, we're also going to talk about nepotism.
Who is nepotism good for? Who is it good for?
For the person that's benefiting
I
from
mean,
it.
but like as a society, because when tribalism, the person who benefits is her. He's having a good time. Hey, my brother, Tonga, yeah, you know.
You vibe with Tongas,
You're from Northwest Mdinga, Bali. You know.
Mufwili.
You know.
What?
You know what I mean? Right, and you're like, yeah, man, you want a job? I'll give you a job.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
easy.
Money.
Let me receive it.
Mufwili.
You know, yeah. So I guess anyone, you can benefit,
Yeah.
whichever.
only-
But like as a society, you know, I know, like,
Mm-hmm.
where nepotism is like, look at South Korea, right? There's like the Samsung family, right?
Yeah.
The
Very
Samsung,
interesting
the
family.
LG,
Very,
And
very
those
the
interesting.
Samsung, the
children, I think they're
LGs,
called
the Lincoln.
cherbos,
Yeah.
where it's like it's strictly in the family. They keep it in the family, right? Granted, Samsung.
Not no incest stuff, right?
I hope not.
Well,
I hope not.
it's not on some instant stuff, but like the biggest companies marry off their kids to each other. Like Samsung will marry their
So
kids
do
to
you have?
LG.
Do you think that's okay? I just want it off the top of your head. Do you think that's fine?
If you're
That rich people should marry rich people.
if you're looking at it from like a generational point of view, yes.
Yeah, I mean, for the vision of the person who owns the company is like it should remain in the family. That's their own goal. But like the fact that these companies are huge,
These are huge companies, bro.
they run the country.
They run the country,
And
they run
then
the world.
It's now like, what is the agenda of this family, which is going to be passed on from generation to generation, and that agenda might not, align maybe with the political goals of the country, and you're like, but we're in charge,
let me put it this way. You are the head of Samsung, right? Your daughter, beautiful kid, right? Right age of marriage, and she meets some guy from, let's say, where? Africa.
Africa.
Some guy from
Not
Africa.
Racist, but okay.
Some guy from Africa. Who has no name, or no name, like in terms like he doesn't, no name, like you don't have the Samsung name, like you don't, no name.
Are they named Samsung? Are they
Samsung.
like are they named Samsung? Like
No, I'm saying no name, like they like no like significant.
Yeah.
Where do you come from? Like what
okay,
family
not
do you
like
come from?
significant wealthy lineage.
Exactly,
To go up on,
exactly. Yeah, you don't have like a name. He didn't have a name, and he has like no money. But he's like, some way can take care of your daughter.
Mhm.
Would you let it happen?
No.
No, you wouldn't. Let me give you a better example, right? Like, same situation, right? Let's say you're the head of big company, right? And you're a tribalist. Yeah, I know, and you're a tribalist, right? And you only you only fuck with members, you know what I mean? You're a
Yeah.
tribalist, right? And then you keep, these are your values, right? And then you have your kids and you raise little tribalists, you know what I mean? And just like,
The
man,
tribalists.
us is we don't fuck with nobody else, you know.
Mhm.
So then you pass on those ideals. So when you keep when you perpetuate that, nepotism, even they'll keep going down there, and then these companies that sometimes they call too big to fail,
Samsung is too big to fail.
too big to fail. If it fails, then it's messing up the entire economy of South Korea, right? So like, nepotism it benefits a couple people. In
A very small number of people.
There are instances, right, where the people have like a great vision, right, and they maintain that vision, right, and great, right. For example, I don't really know the technicalities or the inner workings of Samsung, but it's a gigantic multinational company that supports the country it's in. They make quality products, they trade on this high global international level. They've maintained it, right, in the family. Someone can argue and be like, they're doing a good job. If you put in some outsiders, maybe they'll fuck it up, But who knows, right? We don't know. But like, is it responsible to say, let them do that? Or should you be like, you guys really need to hire out of the family? You need to bring in other people. So nepotism, I personally, I participate time. I mean, I'm not saying that, but I'll probably look into my phone book and be like, do I have a cousin?
Parumukaya.
Hey, kuva ko mkaya. Tapare ko mkaya. Why wako civil engineering? And you look and you look through, and then you're like, I think this guy, and then you maybe like, hey bro, maybe are you looking for an opportunity or something? Something opened up in my company or something like that.
Okay.
But like, it's not good.
In a society looking for like fairness,
It's not good.
it's not
But as
good.
a man, a Zambian man.
Okay, let me ask the question.
Yeah.
Let's say your cousin qualifies,
Yeah.
and then there's another person who's not your cousin, and they qualify. They're both like on par level of qualification. What are you picking?
My cousin.
One.
I'm picking.
But is that really nepotism though?
Yes.
Still is.
Yes.
I mean,
Oh, God.
you're both related, man.
Is that
There's a
really
nuance to it, but I don't know. Like, if it comes down, let's say, it's your cousin, and then some other guy.
Some other
Some
guy.
other guy, right?
Some
Same
other
quad,
guy.
they meet everything, same grades, and just like someone might say, don't choose your cousin because then you expose yourself. You can't. How do you then lead that person or control them with your cousin? Maybe they'll become lazy. Someone will be like, no, don't do it. Someone else might say, choose your cousin. You know that guy. You know that guy. You can.
That's why I was
So-
asking, like, is that really nepotism? Because
But me, I choose my cousin, bro.
it's easier
That's my
to
cousin.
it's easier to pick someone who like, okay, his mannerisms and behaviors, as opposed to someone you're meeting like for the first time, like
Yeah.
brand new, brand new person. You don't know this person. This person can come like steal from the whole lot of you.
Yeah.
But then again, your cousin could do the same.
cousin can steal too.
But still, they're good. They're still, man. Come on.
But it's easier to find your cousin when they steal. See,
It's easier to
So
find your cousin when they steal.
yeah, but easier to fire a stranger if they steal. Your cousin, you'll be like,
Come on.
okay, don't do it again.
Just slap him like that. Don't do it again.
Can you slap your cousin?
So anyway, that's okay. Look, no, that's all, those are all good points. But of course, in a society where the how can I put this, the message is equality, opportunity, equal opportunities for everybody. It should never be about nepotism. So whether it's employing in government or private sector, I think nepotism is still there. It would be unfair to say there's good nepotism and there's bad nepotism. Nepotism. Regardless, because maybe in terms of like qualifications and stuff, you look at things based on merit, but then you sidetrack merit and just like fam. Here you go.
Hey, baby boy.
Here you go,
It's
man.
hard.
Here you
It's
go.
hard.
Here
I
you go.
mean,
Yeah, and it is hard because
it's difficult to be in that position where it's like you have the power and you're like, who, because like
you can look out for your people though.
we're Africans, man.
You can look out for your people.
You need to look out for your people, man. Because deep down in our homes, we're all tribalists.
100%. 100%.
That tribe of your family?
100%.
Yeah.
Like, there's
are my
no family that's out there like, us we just, we're cool with everybody. Lies.
Nah, man.
You're a liar. You're lying to yourselves. No.
They're not
Somewhere.
They're not like us. They're not like us. They're not like us.
Like, there's no way you can just be cool with everybody. That's a lie. That's a lie. I don't think it's possible.
I'm not cool with everybody. But I'm cool with a lot of people.
Jokes aside, yeah. Realistically, I think you should try to make objective choices. You should try to make objective choices and not just like highly relative. Like I said, but it's a nuanced discussion. You know what I mean? You look out for your own, but at the same time,
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to make your Samsung.
you're trying to make your Samsung. Exactly. You want to make
Exactly.
your big company,
Yeah.
and you're like, how do you pick the best of the best?
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Yeah, so you'll be like, other people will be like, oh, and maybe you groom your own people, and you elevate them, you raise them, you train them, and they'll become those people that you need if you're lucky.
If you're lucky,
If you can do it, but sure.
it's like
And I think-
1,001 odd.
And I think because you've brought out a good point on Samsung, that there are a lot of other businesses. I don't know if Coca-Cola is a family. I don't know if Coca-Cola is a family, is it?
I don't know.
I think for cousins.
No.
Okay. Let me just use for cousins.
one thing I've noticed is that a lot of like the family businesses aren't really like Western, they're like Eastern cultured things. Like the Indian families, the Asian families. That's where
Yeah.
you find like family dynasties, companies.
Yeah.
Mm.
In
like
the
the-
West, there are lots of buyouts.
Yeah,
They buy
exactly.
The company. Then they,
Yeah,
it's owned
if you look
by
at
whoever.
Eastern companies, you see it's like a family. It's just like a family run business.
Toyota.
Exactly. Toyota, the Hyundai's, the whatever's. It's all family run.
Is it Hyundai?
It's Hyundai.
Hyundai is Hyundai.
It's
So
Hyundai. It's
is
Hyundai.
it pronunciation?
It's
Is
us
it?
who are trying to sound a bit more Korean. Hyundai.
Well, it's official.
Hyundai. It's Hyundai. It's just
But
Hyundai.
but it's
It's
HY. It's
It's Hyundai.
So it's Hyundai or Hyundai?
It's Hyundai.
okay, Hyundai.
It's Hyundai.
Anyway, yeah.
Hyundai.
Hyundai.
That's racist. That's a racist.
Guys, I just thought it would be best to say it right.
The way you think they say it.
Hey, someone was out here saying say it right.
Do you say Toyota?
Toyota.
Toyota. Toyota.
Toyota.
No, you don't.
Toyota.
You know.
But yes, so family-oriented businesses do align to a bit of nepotism because they
A lot of
know.
nepotism.
Yeah, because they know.
That's their whole business.
No, but it's it.
That's like we built this house on nepotism. We built it on nepotism.
How dare you outsider come and try to break it? So
go
my
back the
part-
definition. Sorry, I
Yeah.
wasn't paying attention.
Okay, so
The definition of
so nepotism involves favoring relatives or friends, especially by giving them jobs or business opportunities.
Yeah, no. That's that aligns.
Yeah.
So I have to ask.
It is what it is.
Have you ever experienced tribalism? Have you ever experienced or have you exhibited tribalism? Can you go back to your point where you're like, I judged that guy because I heard he was like
A douche.
Yeah.
Just like I heard that guy is
From wherever, and then
from
then I
Eastern
felt some type of way
province,
about
and I
it.
was
Yeah,
like,
def.
Yeah.
he's
But
probably-
then no, not in a more informed mind now. But I was a kid back then, and we were told
Stay away
people
from this.
stay
nigga.
from these people. I didn't know
Mm.
why I
And
was
you
staying
stayed
away,
that way.
and I stayed that way. I,
I
didn't
mean,
know why I was
yeah.
staying away from that
Yeah,
person. But
yeah.
now when you get on that, I was a bit of a douche.
This comes to a point that another point that like racism is learned.
Which is mislearned, yeah.
Yeah,
Like, as a kid.
Mm.
I mean, you're not born racist.
You're not born
Yeah,
racist.
yeah.
Like these habits are learned.
Mm.
Like tribalism is learned. Racism is learned.
That's
It's
true.
passed down from generation to generation.
What about you, Maps? What about you? Have you experienced or exhibited tribalism before? Ever?
I don't think I have exhibited it.
Okay.
I don't think I've experienced it
You haven't
either.
experienced tribalism?
I don't think I have. I don't think I've put myself in a situation where, like, you are. Or I don't. Maybe I haven't like.
Yeah.
It doesn't click that
Yeah.
you didn't get this gig because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
are a Bemba man. But
Okay. I think
I don't think I
me
have.
neither. I've been trying to look for stereotypes about. I'm Nika. Nikas, Namwangas, Tumbukas.
Uh-huh.
Similar. I've been looking for. I think most people are pretty chilled about Tumbukas, Nikas, Namwangas. But what are they? Do you know any stereotypes?
What do you mean stereotypes?
Like what are they like? The way people are like Tongas have no sense
Or
of
like
color.
Namwangas.
Namanga women are
Namwangas.
beautiful.
Okay.
Any
negative
no,
one?
the one I know. I hope it's true.
Yeah.
That Namwangas marry a lot. Like they don't stick to one partner.
Oh yeah, we be hella.
Yeah, that's what I know.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's
But
true.
but I think that's also a Tonga stereotype. Like
Yes,
there's
no,
like
but the thing is-
yeah, but do
there's like a
Tongas really marry a lot of women?
like a polygamy thing. I've heard about like a polygamy. Maybe
But is
maybe
it
it's
a
just Vangus.
Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not very educated on that, but I know personally where I come from. I come from
from
polygamy.
polygamy.
My grandfather was a polygamist. He had 5, 6 wives. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a strong man.
Hell a lot of wives.
Valme sana, but yeah, so yeah, okay, that's one. Okay, yeah, so that's very, 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 very. We like a lot of women. We like a lot of women.
Not to say that you do, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the same this episode.
Kaidi. But then,
This episode.
this episode,
Sponsored by nepotism. and
This
tribalism.
episode is really
sponsored by.
people are either going to really like this episode or us are going to jail.
Yeah, there's no middle ground
There's
here.
no in between.
No middle ground.
No
No
in between.
middle ground.
No in between.
But otherwise,
Yeah.
it's. I feel it's ridiculous that in 2024 such discussions are still had because I feel especially our generation, like us, not Gen Zs. What are we?
Millennials.
Millennials are like the next in line. There were those baby boomers are the ones before us, right?
Baby boomers are like I think Gen X. Gen X is before millennials. Baby boomers are old.
So baby boomers are old.
Baby boomers are like
Gen X.
they're like
So baby boomers are our parents.
No, our parents don't
Oh, no,
be-
no, no, our parents are
Gen X.
So baby boomers are like what?
My parents are in the 60s.
Isn't that still Gen X? And baby boomers are like in their
80s.
80s.
Bro.
I don't know, but okay.
Stand to be corrected. But yeah, especially millennials, us in our age group, we are sort of now like next in line to sort of like make things happen. I feel we are probably like the worst people to have this old tribalism stuff. Man, we just mix. We don't care.
We don't even know.
We don't even know.
We don't even know. How can you be a tribalist? You don't even know your language. You don't even know your language. You don't even know how to greet in your language. How can you be tribalist?
It's like
You never been to the
You
village?
never even been to your village.
you don't even
How
know.
could we
like
be?
you don't know how like a Bemba man how a Bemba man hates a Tongman. I don't know how that
I
feels.
don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Like for
Yeah,
me,
I like my Tonga
man.
women.
I like everybody. My girlfriend's Kaunde though, but yeah, man, I've let a little bit of
Mting eyeball.
Mbiepi.
Mwane.
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 Sante Mwane. But yes, man, I have come to love the idea of learning new languages or learning just about different tribes and how these people have coexisted, whether it be Lozi, whether it be people in Wapula, whether it be people in the Eastern Province,
Yeah.
our tribal cousins, who, what do they do? Easterners, what do they
They
do?
drink blood.
Oh, they drink blood.
Hey,
those
hey,
those
they drink
Satanists. But
They drink blood on Gonis? That in Gonis?
Running out of
Oh,
time. So
Yeah.
there's-
Mbeba.
how much time? Bro?
Seconds.
Seconds, really?
Oh.
Oh shit. Do we
We'll be
yeah,
back.
we'll wrap it up after
We'll be
this,
back.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be back with closing remarks.
Bumps.
All right. We are coming towards the end of the episode. Just to give a breakdown of what we've discussed, we were talking about tribalism. We touched a bit on its effects. We also went on and dived a little bit on nepotism, which is not cool, but we subscribe to it. We subscribe to it. It's not cool.
It's not cool.
Like in fairness of like job giving and whatnot, it's not cool.
If you're not with his cousin, he's not hiring you.
I'm not. I'm not.
But we are about peace and love, and so we urge people that will be watching this that tribalism is not cool either. And yeah, just rock with everybody. It's not an offense if a Lozi man asks you for something, or you have to look at a Tonga man a certain way because your parents said it.
Oh, a Tonga friend right there.
So it's not okay. It's not okay. You shouldn't abuse your authority and decide to go against a certain tribe because you just don't feel a certain way about a certain person. You have beef with a certain person, not a whole tribe. I don't think it's right, and it's not. It goes against our ethics as a country that we should be about peace and love, and we are here fighting amongst each other. Man, we're fighting poverty. Let's fight that. Let's fight load shedding.
Stand together against poverty.
Yeah, let's-
not
let's-
against each other.
Yeah, let's fight load shedding. Screw Zesco though. But let's fight against those things and not against each other because it won't get us anywhere. So I'm really imminent on talking about that. I requested for us to talk about that as an episode. I'm glad we did talk about that. And
Yeah.
it's opened my eyes to a lot of things.
That
That-
you're a tribalist.
That I'm a
This is
tribalist.
to us realizing
That I'm a tribalist, like
This is
low key tribalist, and
Low key.
I work on it.
We're about to be cancelled because
But
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm watching
yeah.
this and it's our last. Is that other camera filming?
Yeah, it is.
It doesn't stop.
Sometimes it does like 20 minutes. So
Oh.
it does like 20 minutes.
Then yeah, we don't
Yeah.
have much film on that one.
Yeah, no, we don't know. No,
Yeah.
everything's here.
Yeah.
Everything's here. So, guys, please, peace and love. Let's just all do what we can. Let's just fight against poverty.
you learn that from?
I'm going to tell you where I learned that from, but I just.
Why
I
are
did.
you gay?
What?
Why? Are
Hey,
you
guys,
gay?
we're just learning things here, man. Not the hell.
homosexual.
You-
Why you
That just
homosexual?
sounds like a homo. But that being Lord.
You are gay.
Why are you gay?
Ah, good. Anywho, guys, thanks for watching this episode. Please subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter. We're now on TikTok. I didn't know it was that hard to make content.
Yeah, no, it's
Ah!
not easy. It's not easy.
Influencers, content creators. I didn't know it was that hard.
No, it's really hard.
I was sitting there in my
job.
office, no idea on what I'm going to do next. But like, you need to be posting things.
Why do you think I stopped?
Oh yeah.
Like, guys, it's
Yeah.
so
I was like, I
hard.
have like 3 videos. I was like, no, I'm done. Like, oh, okay, I'm
like,
done.
like, what is that? Like, what is that? Like, every day you're posting something and it's getting reactions. Like I guess why they feel bad when they find like a negative like block. Like they post something, people are just like, no, we don't talk about that anymore. It's hard. It's really hard. Like it feels. I understand their pain. Like you put your work and soul into something, and then just see someone like, after all, kanch mutonga. Thank you, man. Thank you. I know I'm just trying to reiterate about tribalism here, man. I don't mean that's what's actually going on. But anywho, guys, please continue to watch our videos. We're shooting from Etc. Studios, just opposite Parkland Secondary School, where they do marketing. They do podcasts here, both audio and video. You can do photo shoots from here. You can also print things.
Large format.
Large format.
I don't know. They keep talking about large format.
Large
I don't know
format
what
print.
that is. What is that?
It's
That's where
big.
the money is at.
Big.
Large format.
Big.
Large format.
When you think of big,
Like big bummed women.
What?
what?
Huh?
What?
Goodbye.
I'm the podcast. This is the Shimi podcast. That's Mapalo. That's Toast. Goodbye.
And we love big bump women.
God, you're gonna get cancelled one day.